Hi, my name is Craig Davidson, and I'm going to be talking about meditation and how it's related to consciousness. Now, before I get into the consciousness part, I want to talk a little about meditation. Um, Now, meditation is typically used to help with health problems like depression, anxiety. If you have any physical pain, it helps blood flow, uh, helps your breathing, decreases your heart rate, that kind of stuff. But not only does it do that, but it also helps you reach a new state of consciousness. Now, there's two techniques for meditation. There's open meditation and there's concentrated meditation. Open meditation is where you're aware of everything around you. You're in a normal environment. Usually your eyes are open, but you're not responding to anything that's around you. This is actually a less common form. Concentrated meditation, which is the more popular form of meditation, is where you're focusing on one specific thing without distraction. Most people, when they're doing concentrated meditation, they focus on their breathing, they count their breaths, they close their eyes, they're in a quiet environment. Now, there's a scientist named Arthur Diekman, and he wanted to test to see if this concentrated meditation actually works, if you're actually able to reach this new state of consciousness. Because people who have said they've made claims, they said that this state of consciousness, you through meditation, you're able to have clarity and insight on the world. So, in order to test this, Arthur Diekman, he got four of his friends together, and he put them all in a room, and he had this gigantic blue vase right in the middle of the room. And he told his friends to sit around it and stare at it for a half hour. So he left the room, and a half hour later he came back, and he asked them how they felt and what they saw. And they told him that the vase became alive and animated, and it actually became them. Like it morphed into the shape of the vase morphed into their bodies. Now, as bizarre as that sounds, it's actually pretty accurate, that those results. Um, the form of consciousness, that state of consciousness, which is called cosmic consciousness, is supposed to be where the entire universe becomes one, and all the contents of the mind all just disappear. So everything becomes one. Now, this state of consciousness is said to exist in between the waking state, the dreaming state, and the sleeping state. Now, the waking state is when you're engaged in your environment. It's what you normally say when you're awake, your normal everyday life. The sleeping state is when you're cut off from the world and you're just in a state of rest. The dreaming state is where you're not asleep or you're not awake. You're just dreaming. Now, in this cosmic consciousness, you realize the non-dualities because all the contents of your mind and the world around you drop away. You realize non-duality. Now, this helps us solve the hard problem because the problem of the hard problem is these dualities, all the contents of the world in your mind. So, in essence, through meditation, we might be able to we're able to ignore these non-dualities, these dualities, and we might be able to solve the hard problem in that sense. So that is how meditation can be related to consciousness.